end of year is so important. How you end the year and start the new year, you want to be in the energy of the end of next year. We don't want to be in the energy of all the things that went wrong or the things that didn't happen for us or the manifestations that didn't come to fruition. We actually want to, right now, today, be the vibration of who we're going to be at the end of 2024. And in order to do that, we have to go into self-awareness. We have to go into reflection. We have to move into gratitude. We're going to move into vision casting, vision boarding. And then we are going to talk about the who then. The who. So why are we doing this? What is the whole point of reflecting, vision casting, gratitude, setting goals for 2024? Why would we do that? Not everybody does this. This is not something that the majority of the world does. Not a lot of people are willing to really dig deep and go within and ask the tough questions to be able to do something new. What do most people do? They create resolutions. We're not doing that here. That's not at all what we're doing. We're not resolving anything. Nothing is broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. We are amazing. We are powerful. We are strong. And we are going to expand upon those traits even more. But as I was thinking about reflection and why I do this, like what is the point of me going into another year, stepping into an elevated version of myself? Like, why do I want to do that? Why can't I just be who I am? Like, why can't I just rest, relax, just be? And sometimes I wonder and I really, really question, is it okay to just be who I am and not always need to do more, to be more, to have more? And what I have really come to find is that I feel my most fulfilled. I feel my happiest. I feel my calmest and I feel the most at peace when I'm eternally moving forward. When I feel like I'm not going anywhere and I'm stuck in one spot, that's actually when I start to get a little antsy. That's when I start to let my legs start to want to move. I want to do something. I feel a little bored, and I want to move my energy. And what I have come to realize and find is, and this is my belief, is that we are beings that are meant to evolve and to advance and to grow and to expand. The very physics of our energy is meant to be in perpetual motion, to perpetually be transmuting into something new. And so I truly do believe that it is for us to be moving forward, continuously moving forward in life. That's where we feel fulfillment. However, I think, though, that we have learned that we always need to be running towards something, that we need to hustle, that we need to grow constantly, that we need to do more, that we need to work harder, that we need to be thinner, that we need to make more money, that we need to measure up to so-and-so on social media, that we need to post a few more posts today, that we need to do this more and this and this and this. That's not what I'm talking about here. I don't think we need that. So my philosophy and my perspective on life is that you really go for it in life and you live life to the fullest. But I've also learned that it's not about stressing myself out, getting overwhelmed, burning out, working to the max, comparing myself to everybody around me. It's about being present in the moment while eternally moving forward. So my philosophy on manifestation then is spirituality meets personal growth and development. I even stopped saying peak performance. I don't teach peak performance. I don't even want to go there. This isn't about you performing at a peak state. This is about you being who you have always been in a beautiful, relaxed, calm way. An effortless way. When I think peak performance, I think hustle. When I think, I need to do one more thing, I need to push one more time, we're moving into the masculine that is telling us that it's all in our action. The effortless way is to understand that it's all in here. It's all in your thinking. Don't ask me what I did, ask me what I thought. So now it's about focusing upon the thoughts that are going through your mind, the feelings that you hold on a daily basis. Yes, what actions do I take? This isn't about being couch potatoes, right? We're not meant to be couch potatoes. We're meant to relax and to enjoy entertainment and have times where we spend curled up on the couch with our families and enjoying the present moment. But to exist without making an impact on this world, I don't believe is what we are meant to do. So I truly believe that it is about personal growth and development, being spiritually aligned and connected, and remembering who you are in an effortless way. So anytime you feel like you're not enough, according to who? Like, where did this come from? What if you are? And the moments that you feel like you're not doing enough, what if you are? And when you start to learn that the assumptions that you hold within your consciousness create everything, you realize that it actually comes down to what you believe to be true and what you expect to happen always. So it's not about doing more, it's about being more. And we be more by allowing ourselves to say yes to more things. So instead of thinking, okay, yes, I'm a moderately successful person, it's about saying, no, I'm a highly successful person. No longer accepting this amount of money in your life and deciding you're going to be somebody who makes more. Deciding that you are going to be open to receive an experience of your life that you have not yet experienced, but that is available for you in possibility. And what I mean by possibility is reality and truth, because it's in your imagination. So anything you can imagine, you can absolutely 100% observe, as long as you don't stop imagining it and continue to then allow yourself to observe it. So one of the things I looked up today, I was like, you know what? What does it mean to reflect? Why am I using this word, reflection? The scientific definition of reflection is actually perfect. So it's the throwing back by a body or surface of light, heat, or sound without absorbing it. So to reflect something, so things will reflect off of us and we will reflect things off of others, but it's not absorbing it. That is so powerful and so beautiful, because what I want you to do is, as we reflect today, as we go back and we reflect upon 2023, we are not going to absorb any of what we're reflecting upon. So what do I mean by that? We are not getting mad. We're not getting upset. We're not getting pissed off. We're not getting frustrated. We're not getting mad at ourselves. We're not beating ourselves up. We're reflecting. Yes. But the actual definition of reflection, to reflect, is an action that is done in the mind, and it is considered to be serious thought or consideration. So this is awareness. This is thought-provoking. This is introspection. So we're actually going within. I don't want you to be asking about what happened to me in 2023. This isn't the game we're playing. We're taking responsibility today. What happened or did not happen in 2023? And we're going to reflect upon it, and we are going to delay judgment. So then I looked up, what does judgment mean? Because I'm like, okay, we don't want to hang out with judgment. So judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to conclusions. See how we're not going to do that today? We are not coming to conclusions. Okay? So what's the opposite then of judgment? Some people say observation. That's not the opposite on the polarity. That's the neutral. So the law of polarity says that there is always two sides to everything. There's an up and down. There's a left and right. There's a top. There's a bottom. There's a high. There's a low. There's a positive. There's a negative. Okay? So judgment is on one side. Acceptance is on the other side. In the middle is observation. So we want to observe first as we reflect. Okay? So we're going to observe and reflect upon 2023, but we are not going to judge. So judgment says this didn't happen, so this means this. Observation is strictly this didn't happen. Right? So to observe the events of your life without judgments means to simply observe them as they are. So everything just is. It's not good or bad. It's our judgment that makes it good or bad. And then it's the conclusions that we draw upon what has or has not happened that then determines our reality. Reality is simply what we have chosen to make real. And we choose to make it real in our minds. Nobody else is saying that this is real. Your story becomes your truth, which is then what you then experience as your reality. So you can choose any reality you want. So as we do this process, this reflection process, I want us to give ourselves grace. I want us to go into observation as much as we can. And then as we finish off and we do our bless and release ceremony, our bless and release rituals this evening, we are going to move into acceptance. Okay? So acceptance, simply put, is allowing it to be what it is, to just accept it. I did this and I continue to do this time and time and time again. I continue to accept things for the way that they are. And it's such a beautiful place of freedom because you will immediately find that your unmet expectations dissolve. Because when we're judging something and we're making a conclusion, it's usually because it's not meeting an expectation that we had of ourselves or of others or of the world. Yes. A few other words that really stick out in terms of judgment for me. So what I want to be super clear, I had somebody reach out to me the other day, and if you're watching, I'm not judging you. I'm simply using this as an example of a judgment that someone would not believe is a judgment. So someone reached out to me about my tattoos and wanted to let me know that they didn't look good. People will love me without them or something like this. Anyways, I love my tattoos. They have so much meaning to me, and I think that they are stunningly beautiful. However, this person wanted to let me know about my tattoos. And so my response simply was, thank you very much for your judgments, but I'm quite content. Maybe you can move into acceptance. I have found that my belief is that God does not judge. God accepts us for who we are. No matter what we look like, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, there is no judgment upon me or upon you or upon anybody else. We are accepted. Simply put, that is my belief. And so anything that doesn't accept someone for what they are and who they are is a judgment. It is quite frankly a judgment. And so judgment is anytime you compare, discriminate, say something that might not be according to morals, values, or ethics, could be your personal opinion, and it is often based on your patterns and your programs. So someone who expresses a displeasure in someone having tattoos on their body learned somewhere in their patterns or their programs that tattoos were bad or wrong or ugly in some respect. It's a belief that they hold. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. So to go back then and reflect, you can ask yourself, is the thing that I'm about to say to this person, or this belief that I am holding, or this reaction that I'm having, or this opinion that I'm having within myself, is it a judgment? It most likely is. So tattoos are not good. They are not bad. They just are. And so to simply accept, I accept everyone that has no tattoos, the same as I accept those that are covered in tattoos. Because for me, pure and unconditional love is just loving people no matter what they look like, no matter what choices they make in this world, and no matter what they do. Even if they don't do what I think they should do, I'm going to love you anyway. So 2023 for me, my word for the year was love. I wanted to step into a higher level of love than I'd ever experienced in my life. And the only way for me to do that was to move out of judgment as much as I possibly can. And I'm not perfect at it. I still notice judgments within myself. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go there. Ooh, those pants. It's a judgment. It's absolutely judgment. So notice the judgments and allow yourself to just move over into acceptance. You know what? You're right. If you love your tattoos, then I'm going to love them too. You know what? You're right. If you decide that you want to exist in a larger stature body, I'm with you on that. If you decide that you want to quit your career and you want to become an entrepreneur, I'm here for it. But if you want to stay at your day-to-day job, I'm here for it too. Whatever you decide. So truly acceptance. We will choose a word for this year over the next few days, you guys. That's part of this is going to be to choose your word for 2024. My word in 2022 was health, and the Lord brought me health. And my word for 2023 was love, and I have experienced so many beautiful opportunities to prove that I am love. Okay, so whatever word that you choose for 2024, you will absolutely experience an opportunity to be it, and probably pretty quickly. So just expect that. One of the things Bob said to me, and at first it hurt me a bit because I was like, man, I get my feelings hurt a lot. He said, nobody can hurt your feelings. You hurt your feelings. And I was like, but there's some pretty mean people out there that are saying some nasty things, and it hurts my feelings, but the version that I am today sitting here, nah, nobody can hurt my feelings. Not unless I let them. And it's truly, truly moving out of judgment yourself. And so even when you get judged, don't judge back. You're lowering yourself to the vibration of the thing being judged. So no defensiveness, no trying to prove yourself, but to simply stay in the observation of love and the experience of love. So I absolutely send love to anyone that is experiencing judgments, and those judgments so happen to be upon me. I'm not mad. I'm not going to judge you back. I truly believe that it's in your growth. And one day you will realize that freedom is existing without judgment in our lives. So we're not judging these next few days, you guys, not ourselves, not others, and not the world. The world is a very beautiful, magical place that honestly, like if you just look outside and you observe one small frame of what is available to you, look at the trees, look at the grass, the snow, the ocean, the water, the houses that are built up around you, whatever you're looking at right now, if you look at that with just eyes of how beautiful and miraculous it is, you change your perception almost immediately. So whatever it is in your life right now that you think is going wrong and is going bad, what if you can turn it around and see the good just for a minute? So before we go into reflection, I want to talk a little bit about gratitude. This is something that many, many people really, really think that they're in a state of, but are not, which is always perfect because I always do that. I used to, 4 or 5 years ago, I used to write out, I'm so happy and grateful now that, and then I would write 3 things I'm grateful for every morning. And I had a journal and I would do it. And I created a gratitude journal, the Gratitude for Manifestation journal that's on Amazon. It's brilliant. It's 6 months, 1 day each. 5 things you're grateful for you have today, and then 5 things you're manifesting or you're bringing into the physical observation. And I started doing this exercise, and I was finding I was starting to feel a little bit better. But there is a difference between doing a gratitude practice and feeling and experiencing deep, profound gratitude as a way of being and existing. Yesterday, I was at the spa. I went to Veda Nordic Spa by the house, and I had a massage at 6:45. And I went to the spa by myself, and I was really, really looking forward to doing, the steam room, sauna, all that kind of stuff. And I get there, and the woman says to me, oh, there's a meditation starting at 6:00. And I was like, oh, we don't really have the time. But you know what? I'm going to go check it out. So I went and did this meditation with this woman, Ashley, and it was phenomenal. We meditated in a room outside. Then we went and did meditation and lymphatic massage and movement in the sauna. And then we went and did the cold plunge. She calls it the sauna because it's Finnish, the sauna. And then we did the cold plunge. After that was done, we sat down back in the room. It was just her and I. There was nobody else there. And she just took me through a breathing and gratitude. And in that moment, the gratitude was so deep and so profound that I literally could not stop the tears from just streaming down my face. Constant. It was just like this waterfall. There was no feeling of sadness or anything. It was just pure joy. Just pure joy and gratitude for everything. And that was a state that she and I together put me into. I was grateful before that, but there was just an even more profound and deep way of experiencing gratitude that it literally brings tears to your eyes. And so many people that have been in my energy over the past 4 years will send me this message and they say, I've never been so happy in my life. I've never been so grateful in my life. I have never experienced joy like I have before in this life right now. And it's so beautiful because it is our natural state of being, but we've been programmed to believe different. We've been programmed to believe that we should be unhappy with something, that we should be displeased, that we should gossip, that we should complain, that we should bitch and moan, that we should talk about all the ways in which life isn't going our way, that life isn't good. But if we keep that up, it does not serve us. Does this mean that bad things don't happen? No. Okay, the law of rhythm says that there is always going to be a rhythm to life. There is always going to be an up and down. We're also talking about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. We're talking about the law of infinite supply. We're talking about the law of cause and effect. Every single law, the law of polarity, every single law connects to the idea that life is like this. It always will go up and down. But we don't have to be taken by the waves. We don't have to be taken by the turbulence. We can actually be grateful for it all if we choose to be. And there's this beautiful place too with the higher level of awareness that you can look back on some of the hardest moments of your life, the biggest losses, the biggest setbacks, the biggest failures, and you're grateful for them. Takes a little bit, but you can absolutely get there. In the moment, it feels hard. In the moment, it feels emotional because when you are in it, you're not observing it. But once you just give yourself a little bit of time to get out of it, you can observe it from the outside and you can be grateful for it. So how do you experience higher and higher levels of gratitude then? So instead of just doing, I'm grateful for and writing out the 3 things, how can you go into a deeper, more profound level of gratitude? So I would highly suggest that you all read, if you don't have this, the chapter on gratitude in The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This is the original manifestation book. It's the book that the movie The Secret was based upon. The book and the movie, The Secret and the Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne, were based upon Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. The copy that Bob showed me in his studio that he had, the original draft, was from 1914. So this gratitude is not a new idea. And much of the language you will find in this book is very much what was in The Secret. But chapter 7 is on gratitude. And what I think is the difference between everyday gratitude and the deep and profound connection to gratitude is your ability to understand that gratitude connects you to your source. It is what allows you to become aware of, to perceive your oneness. A feeling of deep, profound gratitude. So listen to this paragraph, page 46. The more gratefully we fix our mind on the supreme power, the more good things we will receive, and the more rapidly they will come. The reason for this is simply that the mental attitude of gratitude draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. So if you want a more loving relationship in your life, you must be grateful for what you have now. If you want more money, you have to be grateful for the money that you have now. If you want your business to grow, you need to be grateful for your business today, to value it, to love it. If you want your body to become healthier, you need to be grateful for the health of your vessel today. What's the opposite to gratitude? Remember the law of polarity. There is an opposite to everything. The opposite of gratitude is displeasure, not even hate. To be displeased with something is the opposite of gratitude. So you cannot be displeased with something and be in a state of gratitude for it at the same time. So pay attention to what you're complaining about, what you're moaning about, what you're venting about, what you're bitching about. Those are things you're displeased with. And so you are not in a state of gratitude when in a state of displeasure. So not to say that we want to be satisfied. Okay, so I want to debunk this. Something I like to say is I am grateful but never satisfied. To not be satisfied doesn't mean necessarily dissatisfaction or displeasure. It just means I am grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for who I am. I'm grateful for this world. I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for the finances that I have. I'm grateful for my relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I would like them to improve even more. That would be fine. I would be okay with that. So grateful, but never satisfied. But we want to move out of displeasure. Cannot be in a state of displeasure and be in a state of gratitude. So those things that you are displeased with, write them down. Just notice it. Just write, oof, I'm displeased with this. I'm displeased with that. So many times people reach out to me, and it's happening more and more now because of the amount of weight that I've released. People reach out to me and they say, I need to lose weight. I hate my body. Oh no. Stop right there. I'm not going to assist you with that. I'm going to assist you to love and accept your body, to love and accept your vessel, to see your beauty, to see your grace, to see your curves, your assets in a positive light. And then I will assist you in self-awareness around what can I do to love myself today, and then to treat myself with more self-love by choosing healthier habits and behaviors. Yes. Trying to change the way your body looks from hate, no, we're not doing it. From displeasure, we're not doing it. We're going to move into love and acceptance first. That is loving yourself to find the best of yourself, which is a model in this book with a pretty little diagram that Jen created that is so beautiful. But we're not doing that. So most of the personal growth and development models that are out there want you to find a problem and then fix it within yourself. That is, you want a new result in your life, go find the problem within yourself, fix the problem, and then you'll get a new result. Well, then our results are strictly based upon fixing bad things. But it doesn't have to be like that. You can love yourself, see all of your beauty, your strength, your passion, your love, everything right now, and love yourself to find the best of yourself. And that's what I teach in this book and what I teach in Millionaire and Modern Mentor and all of the other beautiful programs and courses that we do.